Hello, it's Randy Duck, and we're back again for some more replays. This time we're in the Swedish Tier 8 medium tank, the Draugen Lansen C. Yeah, I mean, we've all seen lots of replays, I'm sure now, of the Draugen, but it's just one of those tanks where it just never gets old. You know, it's a very, very, very fun tank to play. It's a really decent tank. So I thought, yeah, I haven't got any Draugen replays out for a little bit. We'll get a few more for you. So the first one we've got here is on Cliff, and I'm actually going to take. We're quite good, the matchmaking's good. So I'm actually going to load the Hesh off the start of the game, just because Hesh is fun, isn't it? And we're going to push straight into the bowl. It's always that squeaky bum moment when you go in to make this play, but what I find now on Cliff, unfortunately, your team just, both teams tend to just camp the 1-2, the majority of the team do, and it's really annoying, really boring, because it kind of forces you to play this side of the map a lot of the time, just because you don't have, much support. If you look, we've only got 2 tanks going the other way, so I couldn't really play it from that side. We've seen obviously this, we've poked up here nice and early. We've got a quick shot in. Unfortunately, we didn't pen the Hesh round. Probably would have been better off for the standard round, but that's just how it is. One thing we do have to be very careful with this position, now we've won it, is 2 front plates. I can't get carried away with staying up there looking for shots. That's why you can see I've took this one shot. I immediately pulled all the way back because I don't want to get shot by front plate. So I'm not going to stay there. Once I've dumped my round, once I've had my shot, I'm pulling right down the ridge here. It's difficult for the RT to hit me where I am now. Not impossible, but it limits his chances by quite a bit. So we tried to take out the one shot there. Unfortunately, just got a bit unlucky there. Not, that shot just missed. I did snapshot it, but I haven't got time to aim. But now this Polish premium tank, he's taking a really annoying position, but we do manage to pen his engine deck there with the Hesh round for 470, which is really nice. And what we're going to do is, I don't really want to, keep eat shots from this guy. So I think I poke up at the moment. I'm going to see if I can get another shot in the engine deck, which doesn't quite, pay off, but it's just awkward because I know every time I get spotted there, the artillery could be shooting at me. So I want to try and deal with this guy. This guy's got to go. And this is where I think a little bit into this replay, the Hesh rounds come on, just become really nice, because what I do now, I've taken one shot. Now I've just decided I'm not even going to bother trying to aim to pen this guy, just because I don't want him to shoot me. So I'm just going to keep splashing him like this, because when I poked right there, he didn't actually have any shots onto me when it was like that. I couldn't pen him at that angle, but I can splash him, and I'm just going to keep shooting my shots, and just splash him to death basically until he either moves and then I can kill him, or we kill him just, we will kill him just by splashing him. That's why it means I don't have to be as risky, because I don't know at this point if there's anything on the hill and enemy teams on the hill, so I don't want to overextend that much to kill him really. So I'm just going to keep splashing him until he dies. That's the beauty of having these Hesh rounds in this Draugen. Is really nice. We're a little bit concerned where my friend is, just because I'm worried that he's going to draw the arty shells to him, and which might then hit me. That's why I was waiting before poking them. We've got this guy in a one shot now, so the next little splash shot in is going to kill him. He's realised that, so he's actually just started to drive in, going to try and get a shot into me, because I think he kind of knows that I'm going to kill him either way. But we poke up and he's retreating. We're just going to make sure we get this shot in his lower face. We definitely kill him, and we do. And yeah, so it's been a fairly decent start to the game. We've only lost a little bit of hit points, still got most of them. We've got 2,000 damage. We've got an opportunity now to take out this Citadel. A little bit unfortunately that one didn't pen. I probably could have gone for the Cupola, but I thought I would have penned its turret face with the Hesh. It's got only 210 Hesh pen. But we penned in that time. And it's just so nice, isn't it? Like, especially when in a world of low rolls, having that extra damage is just really helpful. You just really feel like you're hurting people when you're hitting them with them Hesh rounds. It's filthy. But you can see the enemy have now sort of pushed around to our base, so they're my next sort of priority. I want to deal with those guys. They're sort of spotting up our team, which may sort of end up getting our fun police shot. So I wanted to just try and take away them threats first before moving on. I got a bit unlucky with that Nashor on there. Again with that one, I could have got aimed a bit better. I kind of thought that would have penned there. A little bit lazy on my part, I think, really. I was shooting those test rounds, but it is what it is. But now we've taken care of him, I'm going to move on and see if I can spot the rest of the team, which I suspect are camping in their base. But I waited till I lose the spot first, just because I don't want to draw attention to myself. I want to try and catch them out. I don't want them to know that I'm coming. So we're moving in here. You see, I've already turned my turret to where I suspect I'm going to be shooting, just in case I see anyone and I can snap a shot in. I'm not lighting anyone up here, and this sort of, I'm not getting spotted from the hill, so it's kind of like, kind of assuming now they are all just going to be sitting down the 1-2 line. So what I want to do is my enemy, our friendly teams engaging in that one angle in front of them, which is what the enemy team want to happen. So I'm going to create a second angle, which is then going to give them all sorts of problems. We see the fun police, we take them out, and that's one for the bank. We've just got one more of those little guys to take care of, and hopefully we can pick up an artillery medal. But maybe I should have aimed that shot a bit better, but we've got an opportunity to put a shot in the rear of the CS-53, which we will pen with our head. You can see there we damaged his engine, so one more of those and we'll take him out, and that's exactly what we're doing really. We've got easy farms now. This game's won. It's just about trying to get the most of the game now. I want to try and get another kill, maybe another 2 kills, just try and get the rest of the damage. We take out the mill. Now there's only one left, the sort of, the target everyone wants to kill. It's the fun police. We know where he is. He's sitting in this sort of A1 area. We're rushing there as quickly as we can in the hope that we'll kill him. Got the hesh loaded, so we know we will kill him in one shot. Fun police have just missed, so we've got a good chance of taking this guy out. And there we go. Just got to make sure we aim this shot and we take him out. So yeah, that's it for this one, and we've just got to get to the results screen and we can see how we got on. So we've got 5 kills, we've got 5,000 plus damage, 404 assistance, over 2,200 base XP. So yeah, all in all, pretty decent game. But before we move on to the next replay, we do need to head into a quick intermission period. So yeah, if you please bear with us, and I promise we'll be with you for that next replay as soon as we can.
That was quite funny. I didn't know that was it.
Oh no! No!
Did you just fall off?
No, I was driving down the hill and clipped the side. Gizmo, it don't have to be like this, mate. It does not have to be like this. We don't have to do that.
Okay, sorry about the delay there, folks, but hopefully you was able to enjoy that short bit of entertainment provided to you by Gizmo. And yeah, so here we are for the second replay. We're on Fisherman's Bay, and we're actually platooned here in this game with my good friend Swindle. Well, at least he was my good friend Swindle. And yeah, so it's quite a good map, I think, for the Draugen. There's one fun police in the game, and pretty good tiering as well. So yeah, let's see what we can do. We're going to go to the usual position to try and sort of either spot the cross or get some damage on the cross, as we have our buddy Swindle is in a light tank here, so hopefully he'll be able to spot a few things up and we might be able to get some shots in. Unfortunately, sort of where that light tank sort of went across is kind of lit us up, making it a little bit awkward to stay there. I moved to just a different location, just a little bit over for a second, just to make sure fun police wasn't aiming in. Swindle's been spotted now, but he did spot up this heavy at the back, so he managed to land a shot into that. And yeah, we're just going to wait till we reloaded. Hopefully we'll be able to get a second shot in if we can. But it looks like he just got in cover. We did chance the shot anyway, because you never know. Don't hit what you don't shoot at. But yeah, we're lit up now, so I'm just going to move around for a little bit. I'm just going to, at the moment, I'm just looking for little shots of damage really. It's the start of the game, and I'm just looking to see anywhere where I can get a little shot in here and there, just to boost my damage up. And not do anything too crazy. This light tank's coming across, and that was a really nice shot. We do manage to track him in place, and we're just hoping we can finish him off, and Swindle does take him out, so that's nice. We've got one light tank, you know, out of the game early doors. So we're going to move up to sort of where he was again, and this is pretty much the part of the parcel which I'm going to do for the, you know, on Fisherman's Bay a lot at the start of the game. It's just, especially in the tanks which have 10 degrees of gun depression like this, is just to use the ridge line, use the bushes, and just see where we can get shots in. Got this heavy's popped up again. We'll see if we can get another shot into him, but doesn't look like we can. We're losing at the moment. We're a couple tanks down, but you know, it's early days. We've got a nice shot in there, putting him on a one shot on that medium crossing. I'd like to take this guy out now because he's going to keep us sort of proxy spotted if we're using this ridge. So it would be nice just to confirm the kill. I could get punished a little bit for going for that, but I wanted to take him out. But he actually gets taken out by our friends anyway. And then we get another shot into this Italian tank, heavy tank sitting in the back. As we can see, we've sort of not really won anywhere, but we're not really lost anywhere. But it does sort of look like we're potentially losing the town. I would like to just basically win an area of the map, at least get some control, just so we don't get sort of stuck in the middle. You know, you don't want them to win the enemy team to win the 1-2 and win the town, because that's when you're going to lose if they've taken control of the map, because there's going to be nowhere for you to go. So these heavies have won the town and are pushing through. We did land a shot into that Italian, which was big because it put him on a one shot. We're hoping we can put a shot into this Dreadnought because that's a nasty tank, which we do. And yeah, he then misses us, so that's good. We don't get slapped by them. Now it's a good job we moved when we did, because the Fun Police, you know, the Equalizer could have punished us there. We're trying to get a shot into this King Tiger as he leaves the town. Unfortunately, I just sort of moved into an area where I couldn't get a shot, and we're just trying to work angles really. What I want to do now, my priority is, because it looks like at the moment we're losing sort of the 1-2 as well, and we're losing the town. We can't have that. We need to win an area of the map. Now there is a lot of these, although they're winning this town, they are quite low health. So I'm thinking I could, you know, if I can kill these 3 heavy tanks which I know are in the town, that's going to give us a little bit, you know, more space to manoeuvre about the map. So that's my priority, that's my thinking at the moment. Just try and win this town. We get a shot into the King Tiger there, and we set him on fire, which was big. So that was a lovely shot, and I think he gets shut down by Swindle. Yes, he does. Now we want to try and take out this Dreadnought, but at the same time I don't really want to eat a shot from him. You see there, I snapped a shot in. I think he's sort of behind a little bit of cover, maybe there's a wreck in the way. Yeah, or it's just sort of building. It's just making it a little bit awkward. You see there, I'm struggling just to quite work out where I can get my shot in. So yeah, I'm going to move to a different location. Unfortunately, I bumped into my buddy there. That just me sort of tunnel vision on the Dreadnought, but he then actually does take him out, which is nice. Now we know this Italian tank is a one-shot because we put him on a one-shot earlier, and we know where he is. We're going to come behind him and hopefully we can just take him out. But this is where I make a mistake. I had more time than that to let that aim go in, and I rushed it because I didn't want to eat a shot because I realised he was looking at me. But by rushing it, all I've done is eaten 2 shots rather than the 1. I probably should have just, you know, let that aim in a little bit more. I wouldn't maybe got penned once, but I wouldn't have got penned twice. But either way, we've taken them out of the game now, and more importantly, we basically won the town. There's sort of one heavy, which is that Italian, the heavy, I believe, which we put on a one-shot earlier, so he's not a big threat. But you know, needless to say, we want to go and take him out anyway, so then we have full control now. And it just means we can move up and down through the town if we need to, so they don't have control of the whole map. Now we spotted this, well, I say Swindle spotted this medium in the middle. Now I was kind of hoping I would be able to get to almost sort of behind him on the side of him to get shots into him while he was on his side of the ridge. Unfortunately for me, you know, maybe he basically pushed full trooped over to get shots into Swindle. What I was hoping to happen was him to stay here, what he's doing now, and I was going to get shots into him whilst we kept him distracted. But it was just a bit unfortunate. He pushed Paul over and took Swindle out, which is a shame because now we've lost him. But we do manage to take out the Centurion, so it wasn't for nothing. And yeah, so now it's basically, we've lost 1-2, so we do know that they're going to be coming down there, but they haven't got to our base yet. We've got one guy defending the base. I'm just going to push over and just see if we can kill anything over here, to see if anything gets spotted, to support my buddy, knowing that we do have the mobility to get back to the base, which we're probably going to have to do in a minute. But this SU is basically in my way. We can take him out, so we want to make sure we take him out before we move on. He's on a one shot. I'm just trying to lose my spot, so at least he doesn't know when I'm poking. I don't want to eat a shell from him, but I realise he's not looking at me, so we're able to take him out quite comfortably there. So that's evened up the scores quite nicely. It's now 4-5, but I need to head straight back to my base now because we're in danger of the enemy team potentially capping us out if I don't, act quickly. But unfortunately, in a very short space of time, we've lost some tanks, and it's now in a 3 versus 5. But it's still very winnable. So we want to move back and try and help out our, basically defend the base. Now this shot here, that was filthy. That was also massive, taking out that light tank for that shot. It's killing the light tanks, helps so much. I wouldn't want that thing, coming around back at the back of me when I'm trying to reset the base. Potentially getting me shot by RC as well. So that was a really big kill. But now we want to move in and help our friendly heavy tank here, defending the base. So we're moving around. We've got plenty of time. We've got a minute at the moment. Even if they put a second on the cap, we're going to be able to get back for a reset now, so we don't have to worry too much for that. I think it's a Barras in the cap, and he's realised now, and he's retreating, which is probably a smart play. But we've spotted this SU. Now I've got the Hesh loaded because I had a Hesh loaded for the Barras. We're able to pen this guy. We're going to make sure we take him out. He gets unspotted, but we take the shot anyway, and we do finish him off. Now we realise there's this heavy. We're just going to make sure we can, try and not eat a shot from him, but just want to take him out if we can. Should be able to pen him on the side with the Hesh, which we do. And now it's just the Barras left. We put one into us, so we pull back behind this distractable cover, but he can't now shoot the second into us because he's only got one left. And yeah, we're going to move back and see if we can get a shot in, but I think unfortunately does it's taken out by our friendly teammate. But yeah, so that's it for that one. So all that's left is to see how we actually got on. So we've got 5 kills again, just shy of 6,000 damage, 610 assistance, ace tanker, we're 96%. It was all in all good game. So I really hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for supporting me, thank you so much for watching, and happy tanking.